One of the things that really bothers me about certain systems, capitalism, racism, sexism, um, and even like this whole concept of humans having, dominion over animals or whatnot, is that it really is just a way to justify the exploitation of another group of people, another human, another being for your own personal gain. And yeah, that really bothers me, because that is what's beneath all of this. Because energy is not created or destroyed, right? So there's always a balance that occurs on planet Earth. I don't know how it is beyond planet Earth because I haven't been there. But from what I've seen and experienced here on planet Earth, is there's always balance in some way, shape, or form. But in order for capitalism to work, in order for a person to profit, and all of this kind of ties back into capitalism. In order to profit, that means to gain more than what you're putting into something. There has to be exploitation. There has to be, at least this is how it works within, capitalism. Something loses. So you can hoard or control more power, more resources, etc. And I believe that it may not be the only, but it seems from what has been revealed to me, what I have seen, what I have experienced, is that we have to have a direct experience, relationship with the divine, with the Most High, so we can see the humanity in all people, so we can see the divinity in all beings, and not have this desire to exploit, mess over somebody for your own gain and justify it because you've put some sort of derogatory label on them to justify the fact that you're, exploiting them. Yeah, it's just ways to justify bad behavior. Honestly, it's immature behavior. And it's sad that we live in a world that has a very immature, widespread economic system. Yeah, it is really sad that that's what we have, what the world, planet Earth, has relegated itself to. So let me know, what do you think the solution is? Yeah, what are your thoughts about this? Do you have any thoughts about this? I wish I had something more upbeat to share. But this is kind of the energy that I've been on. It's like when for so long, you can sit in a fantasy about a thing, and then at a certain point, your eyes are open and you cannot go back to sleep. And you're like, dang, this is what it is. This is the reality of what's going on. And I can't just stand by and be at peace with people and beings being exploited so someone can profit. And then, it's almost like we come together, and not all of us, but enough of us come together and will justify the fact that a group of people have been exploited for some reason. Oh, they didn't wear the right clothes. Oh, they're just, some derogatory term. So that's why it's okay to exploit them. No, it speaks volumes about what's going on inside of you if you think it's okay for anyone to be exploited. And sadly, I do think that religions definitely play into this. Because if one group is the chosen people, right, then that means that those who are not chosen, it's okay for them to be exploited, right? So it's important for us to have direct experiences with the Most High, to have our own personal relationship with the divine, to not need a middleman between us and the Most High. And I do believe it's important for us to start moving away from organized religion, even though there's benefits to organized religion. I'll keep it real. I go to a church, but not a church that divides, not a church that's just like, oh, we are the chosen one and no one else is the chosen people. I think we have to get away from that. Any forms of spirituality or religion that emphasize division only support capitalism, the exploitation of people, because we've othered them. Because once you other a person, it's okay to abuse them. It's okay to treat them poorly. It's okay to stone them, burn them, whatever it is. It becomes okay now that you've othered them, once you dehumanize them, once you've decided for yourself that they don't have as much of the divine right to something as you, that they're not as much of an authority. And that is not the truth of life. So that's it. Love y'all. Peace.